the Boston Celtics. But on a given afternoon, they can put them away. Inside, they go immediately, and there is the key man, Mahorn.
Mahorn must score some points. He only has 8 points in both games, and he has to keep Larry Bird busy on the other end because Bird plays him. I think Washington will go to Mahorn today.
Ballard chasing Bird, who just got open behind him, took a great pass and hit his first hoop to tie it. Sobers, 14. He goes to Rulin, 43. Taken down by Parrish, and here come the men in green. They'd like to get an up-tempo game if they can, and the Bullets want a half-court basketball game. Bird now 1 for 2. Johnson brings to the attack for the Bullets. Bird knocks it away from Mahorn. Sobers gets it inside to Rulin. Dennis Johnson, they'll back off of him all afternoon. He has been cold in the first 2 games, and they want him to take the shot. Sobers will help out double team on Bird. It worked successfully that time. Loose ball foul is the call by Eddie Middleton. Number 1 on Sobers.
It was obvious that they're going to let Dennis Johnson shoot. Ricky Sobers dropped way off in front of the post. Parrish. It's very difficult for Dennis Johnson to pass the ball into the post when a man's 6 feet off you. He's going to have to hit the outside shot.
Well, Middleton got the crowd into it early, didn't he?
If in doubt, Bird will not get called for the foul.
Wilt Chamberlain is still looking for number 6. Here's Parrish. Dennis Johnson. Still cold. Rulin rebound. Shue and his assistant Bernie Bickerstaff hoping for a quick start here this afternoon. I suspect that when you're in the final game and a loss would mean an elimination, there is a tendency to let down if you fall behind. But if they can get up here and keep the game going their way, then they could give us a strong performance. The ball is going through Jeff Rulin. Bird with him this time. Blocked by Bird and a foul called on Larry. Rulin will be at the line.
Washington has had the ball 4 times coming down the floor so far, and they've tried to go against Bird, to occupy him on the defensive end, make him work, to limit his offensive ability a little bit, even though he's so great. You have to make him work at defensive end. Which, as Casey Jones told us prior to the game, was exactly what he expected the Bullets to do. Casey felt that. Gene Shue said he would probably go that way, and Casey must have had a little bug in the locker room because he knew it before the game, and so far they've carried out the game plan. Trying to get Dennis Johnson over here by the side. He gets it across court. Maxwell still with the dribble. Now he'll come up. Rulin rebounds. And the big fellow makes like a guard. Sobers. See how they sag off of Johnson, what Kevin was telling you. Bird got the good hop, has that nice, gentle touch. Such a soft touch for a big man. He's such a great player. He can pass, rebound, shoot the ball, but Dennis Johnson's going to have to make an outside shot. They might come with Wedman quicker than we thought. Rulin. Might have rushed it a little bit. He was wide open in the corner. Quickly to Maxwell. That's the Celtics kind of basketball. That's the tempo the Celtics want. It's obvious. One team's going to slow it down. Gene Shue's already upset. He's going to call timeout. After the first break that Boston got, Gene decided, we're not going to play that game. You got to slow this game down. And 4 straight. But Casey has got a good chance to win it all. And on the turnover now, the Celtics will come down the floor. You'd have to make the Celtics the favorite now to win the championship, and I guess the Lakers probably the co-favorite. And here on CBS, you'll see all the World Championship games. Bird moved so well without the ball as he did that time. That's so hard to defend. Mahorn got switched to Bird. Bird's too quick for Mahorn on that play. They have to try to keep Ballard on Bird as much as they possibly can.
So 6 of the Celtics' first 8 points scored by you-know-who. Sobers. Quickly to Henderson. There's that up-tempo.
You must get back. If you shoot a long jump shot, you should get back. Ricky Sobers failed to get back that time. When you take a long jump shot, you must get back and protect the back court.
Parrish trying to force Rulin out away from the basket. They go to Sobers with a 3-point try. Ballard with a strong rebound attempt. Rulin on the other side. Bounce pass. Maxwell hammered by Mahorn.
Mahorn's very physical. He made sure that Maxwell knew he was there. He gave him a good foul. And
that was a vicious shot. Let's take a look at it.
This is a purpose foul that you don't come in here the rest of the afternoon. I'll get one early and make sure you pay for it. And sometimes that's a good foul. Mahorn's been known to be very physical.
You're being very kind.
But sometimes it's a pretty good foul to do that early. You don't want to hurt anybody in this game, but again, Bird is the key. He's gotten 6 points and he's been responsible for the other basket with assist. He's just a fantastic basketball player.
It would be amazing if Larry Bird does not win the Most Valuable Player award in the NBA this year. Ballard. Bird with a strong rebound. Henderson.
Boston's been able to set the tempo so far. This is not what Washington wanted. They want to control the tempo. Boston's gotten the ball very quickly.
Triple team Rulin. Back to Frank Johnson. One shot by the Bullets, and back come the men in green. DJ's open. He hits about one more, and they will not be able to leave him all alone.
The same situation applies for Washington. They're looking to get the ball in the post. Gene Shue's going to call a 20-second timeout now to keep this under control. They have the same situation.
Ballard now inbounds for the Bullets. Here's Johnson. Moves it to Sobers on the bounce to Rulin. Jump hook.
That's where you got to get the ball. Down in deep to Rulin. After you call a timeout, it's really great to come back with a quick basket. It helps the ball club's confidence.
5-point Celtic lead. Bird.
That's too good. Nobody can stop that. Mahorn got switched off again, but Superman couldn't stop that shot.
Tom McMillan will check in for the Bullets and Gene Shue. Johnson. Here comes Tom. He has not shot well in the first 2 games of this series, and they count on him for some offense off that bench.
He's very important because he could occupy Larry Bird because he can score on the offensive end.
Stolen by Sobers. Rulin is on his right. Crashes inside. 10 points by Jeff Rulin. And on the turnover, it goes to the Bullets.
That's the 3rd turnover by Dennis Johnson. So far, the Bullets have turned the ball over more times in this series than Boston. That's been a key so far, but Boston's turning it over today.
Sobers. Rulin with an offensive rebound. Now Big Jeff has 12 of their 16, and they trail by just 1.
Now Casey.
Maxwell will inbound to Henderson. They drop back on Parrish. Comes through the lane. Frank Johnson rebound. by Bird. Comes in with a left-handed hook. And the Bullets lead it by a point. Ballard checking Bird into Parrish. Jumps over Ruler. And the Celtics regain a 1-point advantage.
It's a big advantage for Boston if Bird beats the post like he did to Parrish, because then they cannot double-team Parrish. You can't leave Bird. You have to stay with him.
McMillan sends it back to Johnson. Throws up another hook, and 2 for 2 off a Shoes bench. Turnaround jumper by Perry. Rolls out and Sobers rebound. This will be Johnson yo-yoing it up for the Bullets. McMillan wants his third shot. Ruland was there. Celtics rebound. Ballard chasing Bird. Maxwell shifts it back outside. And as Dennis Johnson drove inside, the roadblock was standing there, Jeff Ruland. And Sobers was also right there.
Washington is double teaming again. Sobers got him from behind. It was a very close call, but it's good to see the teams, Brent, carrying out the game plans. They really are doing a good job. Washington's going at Bird every time on the defensive end. And Boston keeps moving the basketball. Boston's guards are going to have to hit outside. Here comes Jeff Malone in the game for Sobers. He's an excellent outside shooter. They're going to have to, both teams are going to have to hit the outside shot.
Jeff Malone is 6'4". That free throw moves Boston ahead of Washington. Dallas and Seattle are underway, and they are tied in the opening period. They are even in that series at a victory apiece. Parrish did a good job of cutting off Ruland that time. They wanted to get the ball in him, and Parrish just jumped around outside, and they could not. Maxwell. Back to Bird. Takes Ballard with him.
What can you say, Brett? That's a shot you'd love to see him take all night, but he, unfortunately for Washington, he can make that unbelievable shot.
Ruland out high. Ballard. 2 minutes left in the opening period here at Capitol Center. You can see that touch of optimism over there, advertising Game 4. And McMillan collided with Maxwell.
Call the offensive foul on Maxwell. Very good call by Hugh Evans. Maxwell leaned into McMillan. It was an excellent call. Most times you see that call in a defense. Good call by Hugh Evans.
I'm not sure KC thought it was that good.
Well, no one on the Boston bench would think that.
Bullets trying to get the lead. Boy, McMillan wants it, doesn't he? Short this time, and Parrish to the rebound. Off to Henderson. Celtics press the ball on the attack. Henderson bounces into Malone, and the foul is going to be called against Malone.
Jump right into it. You know it. Here we go, guys.
And as the Bullets are over the limit, Henderson will come to the line.
On the fifth foul of each quarter, Brent, you have the penalty where it's 2 shots, even 1-shot fouls. You don't have to shoot the ball. It's 2 shots. And Washington's over the limit. The Celtics only have 1 team foul for the whole period.
Here comes one of the most valuable 6th men in all of basketball, Kevin McHale, number 32 of the Boston Celtics. And Cedric Maxwell will take a break. Boston leading it by 3, 25-22. Malone takes it inside for the jumper. Fine shot moving to the left. Not an easy one to take either. Parrish. Back to Dennis Johnson. Short. Parrish. Bullets. McMillan gives it up to Malone. Short that time. Good defense by the Celtics. Here comes Henderson. And as he went up, the foul was called by Middleton. And Malone has quickly picked up 2 fouls.
It's unbelievable to how the different styles of teams win. The guards of Washington rebound the basketball, which they've done several times so far. They want to push the ball up the floor, but you can see them getting restrained. And it's different from Boston. They just get it and they fly up. And Boston be able to get, so far, be able to get their own tempo. Henderson dropping back to help out. They move it quickly to Ballard. All green underneath. Parrish gives to Dennis Johnson. 1 shot. Boston should hold it for 1 shot. There's 15 seconds left. Try to get the shot at the buzzer so Washington does not have another chance to get a shot this quarter.
Here's the man you'd like to have it. And good defense by Malone, but it went right to Parrish. McMillan going for the ball. Goes out of bounds. Dennis Johnson was dueling time. 1 tick of that clock left. So as soon as that ball is touched, they'll have to tap it up toward that hoop. Quickly. They had the full second. Parrish got the shot off. Into the first period. The Boston Celtics needing just 1 victory to advance to the next round. They're ready to start the second period here in Landover with the Boston Celtics leading the Washington Bullets 27-24.
Game at guard.
They changed one of the fouls. They took that second one away from Jeff Malone. They gave it to Frank Johnson of the Bullets. And this is Henderson of the Celtics, and he was bumped by Johnson, and that's going to be 2 on Frank.
That's a funny foul, Brent. You see the big guys underneath pushing and swinging at one another and belting one another. Then the 2 guys out front touch one another and they call a foul.
Mahorn is taking McHale. Larry Bird. When Mahorn starts throwing those elbows, they clear out, don't they?
You better clear out.
I think he may sharpen those at night. Here's Mahorn to McMillan. Johnson. Up with the jump shot. Scott Wedman, number 8, off to Henderson. McMillan is on McHale. Double team help. Kevin kept going. Forced a shot. Down come the Bullets. Trying to draw to within 1.
They'll go to Mahorn now or McMillan. Again, McMillan against Bird. That's the matchup they're trying to take advantage of.
Jeff Malone. Update with Dallas now leading Seattle by a point. Maxwell. And prior to that field goal, the Celtics had missed 6 in a row, so they're only 1 of their last 7. And they're still up by 3. Johnson was all alone, and McMillan kept it. McHale. Wedman. And as the ball went inside to Maxwell, McMillan was there on him, and that's his first. Ricky Sobers checks in. Frank Johnson will rest. So Malone and Sobers will work in Shue's backcourt. Ballard, Mahorn, and McMillan up front. Bounce pass into McHale and the foul underneath.
That's the 3rd team foul in 2 minutes, in less than 2 minutes against Washington. That could get them in real serious trouble in this period.
And 2 on Mahorn. Bird. Tipped by Mahorn to Ballard. They go to Jeff Malone, who comes down inside of Henderson. And the Celtics come right back after the miss. Here's Maxwell. Dishes beautifully to McHale.
That's a great fast break. Maxwell can really handle the ball in the open field. Many people don't realize what a great ball handler is. He made a great pass to Kevin McHale.
Timeout called by Shue and the Bullets. And checking in for Washington, Joe Kopicki, 6'9" forward. Kevin, a lot of fans might not be too familiar with Kopicki. What kind of a player is he?
I drafted Joe Kopicki for Atlanta in the second round 2 years ago, and he's a very good shooter, very physical. He can shoot the outside shot very, very well, and they go to him a little bit when he comes in the game. This is a key spot. They took out Bird for the first time so far. Buckner's in the game. It's very interesting to see how Boston plays.
Malone to Kopicki. His first shot.
They'll go to Joe. When he comes in the game, he's not afraid. He's very physical. He's an excellent offensive player and can rebound. He's a good player.
Quinn Buckner, 28, has checked in for K.C. Jones. Scott Wedman, McHale, Parrish, and Maxwell. They are the men in green right now. Wedman. So K.C. can throw a lot of combinations at you. And remember, he will be without Danny Ainge today. With Sobers, who gets inside for the layup. Kopicki on McHale, off McHale, and on the turnover, the Bullets now can come down and pull to within a point. Update on the other game that is working. Mavericks leading Seattle 33-29. Dick Motta and Lenny Wilkins dueling away in that series with their players. Here's Kopicki, send it right back to Sobers. Just a two-pointer. He was very close, but he had 1 foot inside when he released the jump shot. 33-32. Here's Buckner. They'll let him shoot too. McHale.
That's where McHale's at his best. He's so big, his arms are so long, he plays like a 7-footer. They are a great offensive rebounding team, Boston.
Kopicki got off of Maxwell. A little too strong on the hook shot. Parrish to McHale. He has great shooting rhythm.
He can go inside, outside. I think he's one of the 10 best players in the entire league, and he comes off the bench.
Kopicki. They move it to Jeff Malone, and on the steal, Buckner with his hand theft brings it down. Waits now. Wedman to McHale. Fakes and then comes up. Offensive rebound by Perry short. He's got it inside again and a miss. Finally, it is Kopicki running it down for the Bullets. Here's Mahorn. Parrish bump it away. McHale. Mahorn rebound. Outlet to Jeff Malone, who ships it back Sobers. Sobers. Inside to Mahorn. Drew the foul.
That was very good execution by Washington the last 2 or 3 times down the floor. They got the ball down in deep to Mahorn. He made a turnaround jump shot. Here he gets it inside. He uses his big body to ward off Parrish. And once he gets in that deep, you have to foul him because of the size of his body. Mahorn's a better offensive player than people think.
And as a result of those 2 sequences,
but I think the Celtics are the most physical team in professional basketball with Parrish, Bird, McHale, and Maxwell up front.
Mahorn missed that free throw. Bullets trailing it by 3. 6 minutes and 17 seconds to go here in the second period in Landover, Maryland. Pressures Buckner. It comes over to Dennis Johnson. Bird, McHale, and Parrish up front. Bird is all alone.
That was a defensive mistake by Washington. They should have switched out. Sobers did not switch him. If you leave Larry Bird wide open, he'll score every time.
He can score with somebody's hand in his face. 12 points now for the Bird. Sobers inside with that move.
You gotta like Sobers. He comes right back at you. He's a great competitor.
Bird. That time Ballard got a piece of it. No free shot that time.
They'll go to Rulin now. Their 4-down play. It will be a 2-man game with Sobers and Rulin. Here it is.
Buckner to the double team. Tipped by Bird in a foot race. Tries to keep the ball in bounds. Goes down. And Ballard, I believe, is being called for a foul. I'm not sure he touched it.
I think that's a mistake.
I think he just tripped.
I think Eddie Middleton made a mistake on the play. Let's see. The ball is actually tipped by Ballard last. The great hustle of Larry Bird. He never gives up. He trips over his own feet. Not even close. This might be the time where if you had instant replay, it could help the officials.
Bird puts it down. Sobers came to double team, and here's Parrish.
Push on McHale.
McHale pushing off Mahorn. The Bullets can tie up this trip inside of 5 minutes. First half. Rulin shifts it back to Malone. Just short. Buckner had broken free at the midcourt line. Parrish did not see him in time. Here's Parrish coming up over Rulin. Ballard. Parrish again with a rebound. Dennis Johnson. Bird's in front of him. McHale. Dennis moves it to Bird. Ships it over to Buckner.
That's great ball movement by the Boston Celtics. They swung the ball around 4 passes, got the ball to the open man and Buckner, but also Washington will give Buckner that outside shot.
Rulin. Bird on the steal, gives it back to Rulin, and as Rulin came in, Buckner fouled it.
That's the one problem Rulin has. He leads the league in turnovers, and sometimes because of the pressure of the double and triple team, and it's difficult for him to make the first easy pass, and he commits a lot of turnovers.
Here's Charles Davis for the Bullets. And Ballard gets a breather. Davis undoubtedly was told by Gene, you just stick with number 33 of the Celtics. We'll try to worry about the scoring with the other 4.
Don't lose him. He was 3 for 3 from the field the other night, and he played pretty well. He's a very good athlete, can run and jump, and pretty good player. Watch for a trap here. Boston hasn't used their trap yet. They might go. No, they faked it. They didn't go for it.
Davis leaning on Bird. Here's Buckner. Comes up on Frank Johnson, who's just checked in, too. Parrish rebounds, sends it back to Dennis Johnson. Second try. Parrish short. Here comes Frankie Johnson. And rising up is Davis indeed.
Whoever comes in the game and Bird plays, they go right to that man immediately. And that's not easy to come off the bench and shoot a shot like that after you've been sitting for 17 minutes.
Dennis Johnson back to Larry Bird. What a beautiful move by Larry. He had come back outside without the ball. DJ did not pick him up, so Larry turned around and cut inside. And 14 points for Bird. And an update, Dallas still leading Seattle 41-37, the count in that one. Sobers inside. Ruling. Gentle little fellows underneath, aren't they, Kevin?
They bang it away.
DJ out of control with that shot. Johnson. Gives it off to Ruling. Sobers moves it to Johnson. And it's a 1-point Celtic lead. Dennis misses again. Bullets can take the lead, and Davis comes out smartly to the attack. 3-on-1. Hammered it in with the left hand.
It was not a good move to take it all the way when you had Sobers and Frankie Johnson open, but he scored anyway.
Dennis was alone. He hammered it back, and the Celtics come up again by one, 47-46. Sobers. In and out, and here's Buckner. Bounce pass from Dennis to McHale. Knocked out of bounds by Sobers. And K.C. Jones will call a timeout with 48 down there, Kevin.
He was a little upset when he didn't get the ball in the break. He should have gotten the ball in the break. Davis was lucky to tap the offensive rebound in.
Henderson yo-yos for Boston. Gets it to Larry. Into Parrish. And he traveled.
It was very good execution by Boston to the end of the play. They executed the play well, got the ball in Parrish's hands, so it was called the walk.
Kevin, that is 6 turnovers by the Celtics here in the first half. And remember, in game 1 of this series, the whole game, they turned it over only 7 times. Johnson moves it to Mahorn. Here's Davis. Short.
Boston should hold him for 1 shot. Again, get the last shot of the quarter. Get it at the buzzer so Washington has no opportunity to get another shot. They'll probably go to the man Bird.
There he is.
Shot it a little early, but he made it. Washington has a chance to get the last shot.
Johnson will take it. Collision underneath the basket.
I think it's a foul. You haven't scored. Exciting series. I left that series to go 5 games.
So Gerald Henderson, 43, brings it up for the Celtics. Sends it over to Dennis Johnson. They'll start at guard. Bird, Parrish, and Cedric Maxwell up front for K.C. Jones. This is Parrish. Shifts it back to Henderson, who penetrates. Yanked down by the Bullets. Warren hands it off now. Frank Johnson and Ricky Sobers will bring it up. Up front, Rulin, Mahorn, and Ballard for Gene Shue. Good pass and good defense by Bird, who stuck right with it. Mahorn cleaned up, missed the shot. Here's Frankie Johnson.
Looks like they have a little change, Washington, only from the first play. The guards are diving to the basket, and that time they hit him. They have been doing that the whole first half, and they hadn't hit the guard. Nice play by Washington.
Into Maxwell. Sends it to DJ. Ballard. Off now to Johnson. Bird is back. Ballard's offensive rebound. Sobers. And just like that, the Bullets open up a 52-49 lead. They hit their first 2 here. Double team on Parrish. He comes free. Rulin rebound.
was a very good start. KC's going to call timeout for Boston. The first 3 shots of the half were made by Washington. It's nothing.
Back to late in the first half, the Bullets have scored the last 8 points, and they've hit their first 3 shots here to start the second half to open up their largest lead of the afternoon, 54-49. Inside to Maxwell. No one there, and he missed the layup. And here come the Bullets. Mahorn muscles it back. Ballard plays catch with it. Short, Parrish rebound. Larry Bird took a blow, and he was wiping his forehead there. Shaken up for just a moment. Now it'll come back through him. Inside to Perry. Mahorn. Frank Johnson. That's 11 rebounds by Mahorn. Rulon ships it to Johnson. Was pushing down away from the ball. Dennis Johnson was coming around the corner.
Larry Bird is really upset. He got hit on the last sequence. He pushed Ballard the last time. You got to watch them. It's going to get awful physical right now.
That on Mahorn inside, his 3rd personal. Henderson with a 3-pointer.
Big basket for Boston. To hit a 3-pointer this time in the game was a key shot by Henderson to cut the lead to 4 points.
Ball went into Rulon.
Illegal defense called by Eddie Middleton. Here's Larry Bird getting hit right here. It's Mahorn's very physical player. He goes up. There's a contact was made after the shot, and he got hit right in the face.
Rulon sends it back to Ballard. Counted, and there was also a foul. Ballard with a 3-point attempt. 2 personals on Dennis Johnson.
There's no better way to counteract a 3-point play than come back with a 3-pointer of your own. Ballard, his last 2 jump shots, and you watch Bird. He's going to get very involved in this game. He asked for the ball last time down the floor, and I think they'll probably give it to him this time down the floor.
DJ. Sobers. Rulon. Johnson. Mahorn. Off as he came up. Offensive foul. That's his 2nd.
Bird's getting a little anxious. He pushes off Ballard right here. Very good call by Eddie Middleton. That was definitely an offensive foul against Larry Bird.
Rulon. Mahorn. Frank Johnson with a loose ball for the Bullets.
Boston has called a 2nd timeout. Frankie Johnson has snuck in twice so far and grabbed offensive rebounds. The smallest man on the
Celtics bring it inbound. Maxwell to Dennis Johnson. Offensive rebounds. The Celtics have been held off that glass. It's 5-1 for the Bullets so far in this period. That's a significant turnaround. Here's McHale, who has checked in. Bird came down with a miss and missed the shot. And as Ballard rebounded, there was a foul coming up over the top. And that is number 3 on Cedric Maxwell. That's the the total rebound. Sobers sends it to Rulin. Hits the layup.
They've taken real charge of this game by executing the offense. Also, Boston missed some easy shots.
Dennis Johnson. Out of bounds, it'll go over to the Bullets. Gene Shue's team has gone to the whip here early in the third period. Scott Wedman will check in for KC Jones. Rulin ships it back to Frankie Johnson. Bird. Picked up quickly by Ballard. Boston only 2 of 10 so far. Now they're 3 of 11 on that basket by DJ. 10 points for him in this game. That's this period. Rulin got McHale up in the air, drew the foul, wanted the basket, but he'll shoot a pair.
Boston made the first change. Here comes Wedney in the game. He'll take the place of Dennis Johnson. But Boston has made this first defensive change. They stopped double teaming Rulin down in deep when Frankie Johnson made a few shots. And it's really hurt them. Rulin's catching the ball and just about taking it where he wants right now. You cannot stop him one-on-one down in deep. KC's done a great job with Boston under some trying circumstances. He took over a great team, and done a sensational job.
Wedman broke away from the ball, and foul was called by Middleton. And that's 3 on Sobers. Bird sends it to Maxwell. Double team. Back to Larry. Maxwell with a strong offensive rebound. Johnson left alone at the line.
You can't leave him that wide open. You double team the post. Someone has to rotate over and take Frank Johnson.
Buckner to Wedman. Back to Quinn. Rulin hooks. Back to Buckner. Bird to Maxwell. Swatted away by Rulin.
Here's the play with Maxwell going to the basket. Rulin from the weak side comes in. And that's definitely a foul. There's only 5 seconds to get a shot off now, but Rulin definitely fouled Maxwell on the clock. Gene Shue's upset, but I think KC should be upset on the play. Boston has 5 seconds to get a shot off. They lob it into Maxwell for the hook.
And he draws the foul. 3 fouls on Johnson.
This is the time of the game where the officials have to be very, very careful, Brent, because it's getting awful physical. Some of the players are getting a little short-tempered on the floor, and you might have to start calling the fouls a little closer. They've let the players play, which I like. At this stage, you might see some more fouls called.
Celtics' first free throw attempts since the first period of this game. And updating the other score for you. Seattle leading 69-63. We had a 3-second violation here in Landover. So the Sonics, with what to us is their biggest lead of the game, obviously they could have had some that we did not see. Here's Bird to Buckner. Back to Ballard, the old give and go. Wedman. Mahorn rebound. That's 12 rebounds by Rick Mahorn.
They'll go back to Rule, and they'll keep going to Rule, and as long as they don't come quickly and double team him.
From the corner, a three-point try by Davis. Wedman. And the Bullets are fighting for every ball. Frank Johnson. It up on offensive foul on Johnson as he came crashing out of control into the middle. And that is 4 fouls on Johnson.
Here's the play. Frankie Johnson will ward off Buckner. Very good call. Hugh Evans and Eddie Milton are really officiating an excellent.
7 here already. Total of 9. 2 rebounds. He did not have a rebound in the first half of the game. Here's Parrish. Double O. Buckner into McHale. Larry Bird watching as his teammates try to get back in this. They trail the Bullets 73-64 as the result of shooting like this in the third. Jeff Malone, 24. Mahorn. Wedman. Buckner. Wedman. Another rebound by Mahorn, number 13. And a timeout. Out in 3. Billy Cunningham will be driving the 76ers tomorrow. Here's Sobers coming up on McHale. 75-64. The Bullets with an 11-point lead. Sobers with 10. Closing minute of the third. Wedman had it stolen on the pass, and here comes Sobers. Sobers.
Ruler's been dominant in this game on both boards, scoring, passing off. He's had a sensational basketball game.
Buckner.
Last shot of the game. Sobers should hold it for 1 shot. Got the shot off at the buzzer. That's what counts.
And that's the end of the third quarter. The Boston Celtics led at the end of the half by a point. In the third quarter, the Bullets outscored them 29-17. Most importantly, the fact that neither Bird nor Parrish scored a point for the Celtics in that third. So Pickey now sends it back to Malone.
Boston's had great execution. They're playing almost a flawless second half.
down by Kopicki. They do indeed have some beef. They don't ask where the beef is when they take a look at his team.
Even the guards.
Kopicki. Buckner. Yanked away by Parrish. Tied up now. Kopicki and Parrish go at it.
That's a typical basketball fight, Brent. No punches landed. Neither player wants to fight. This is just Parrish coming in and wrestling with Kopicki for the loose ball. It's a jump ball. It's really happens an awful lot in basketball. Neither player wants to fight. That's just a little pushing and shoving.
Big Jeff Rulin, the enforcer there, stepping in to help out. Been a tough afternoon for Parrish so far, with only 4 points.
Ever since Bird got hit, Brent, early in the third period, he doesn't seem like the same player. I don't know what happened. He got hit by Mahorn in the face, and I think he started to rush a little bit. He doesn't seem like the same player.
Dennis Johnson returns, and now for the first time, M.L. Carr. Another strong man. Number 30's out there.
He'll get involved in contact. He'll make some things happen. He's a very, very good defensive player. He looks to steal the ball a lot. He hustles all the time.
81-66, the Celtics trail, but they lead the series 2 victories to none. And Bird gets on the board here in the second half. But, yes, Eddie Middleton is signaling the basket counts. But they'll check. Here's Rulin. Malone.
When things go right, they go right. Does Rulin get an assist on that, you think?
Yeah, he's at home. The scorekeeper will give him one. Here's Bird battling for position on Kopicki, and he was fouled.
It's great to see the competitiveness of Larry Bird. He's not having a very good second half, but he's hustling all the time. Now he's decided, if we're going a chance to win this game, I've got to do something. He just comes after the ball, chases it down. A lot of players hide when things get tough. He looks for the ball.
He was embarrassed last year when Milwaukee blew the Celtics away in the playoffs, and everybody says as Bird goes, so go the Boston Celtics, and Larry Bird picked up that mantle. He accepted it. McMillan inbounds it. Larry Bird puts away his 20th point. Jeff Malone gets inside Dennis. Tom McMillan loses control. M.L. Carr. Bird. Parrish runs it down. Loose ball goes out of bounds. Celtics ball.
It's great to see the players in the playoff. They play so hard. They dive for loose balls. Kopicki was on the floor. Malone on the floor, and that's what it's all about. It's sensational playoff basketball.
As Ballard checks back in. Here's Bird. Ballard rebound. To Malone. And Seattle has taken command of Dallas, haven't they? Bird cut off the passing lane inside to Rulin. So Ballard goes to work. McHale. Bird. Double team, and the open man is M.L. Carr.
Great pass by Larry Bird. Once you double team Larry Bird, you can get yourself in an awful lot of trouble. He's so big, and he passes so well. He can see over the defenders.
And a run as we hit the stretch in this game. Rulin sends it back to Sobers. M.L. Carr pressuring the ball. Ballard.
Oh, it was a great pick by Mahorn to loosen Ballard up for the jump shot, but Mahorn really wiped out Bird on the play.
Bird goes to work up over Ballard. Through the foul, chance for the three-pointer. There will be a little black and blue on Larry Bird's body when he finishes here this afternoon. And now 23 for Bird. Sobers to Ballard quickly to Mahorn, who traveled, but I don't think they saw it. They did not. They called a foul on Dennis Johnson. Before there was a foul, Mahorn traveled.
Looked like Mahorn definitely traveled on the play, but it's going to end up with 2 foul shots. Washington's execution of the offense in the second half has been as good as I've seen it all year. They're getting a good shot every single time down the floor.
Well, the Bullets found a use for some of Wes Unseld's trunks after he retired. I think Mahorn fills them out very well.
He sure does. They saved some money when they drafted Mahorn.
Dennis to the attack for the Celtics. Here's Bird. Dishing to Kevin McHale. That's 10 for McHale off the Celtic bench this afternoon. Stolen by M.L. Carr. Sobers comes back. Foul, and Carr is sent reeling backwards. That's 4 fouls on Sobers.
Sobers made sure that M.L. Carr was not going to make the layup or get a 3-point play. And M.L. Carr's used to that play because he does the same thing on the other end. So there's no animosity between the two. Carr can steal, can come up with an awful lot of steals and turn this game around a little bit. But Boston could make a run right now. That's making sure the ball does not go in the basket, and that's the way playoff basketball is supposed to be played. Make sure no 3-point play.
Frank Johnson. Rulin. Parrish leaning on it. Runs it off the Ballard. He's all alone. Dennis Johnson to the attack. Bird comes to the baseline. McHale. Can't believe that a foul wasn't called. He went the entire length of the floor talking to Eddie Middleton.
M.L. Carr and Sobers are going at it, but Kevin McHale is still talking to the officials about the previous play that he was fouled. And right now, with Carr in the game, this is a very physical game. McHale's still after the officials, but I guess they did not see the foul. Looked like he was fouling the play.
I guess if there's no blood, there's no whistle.
The way this game's been going, you got to get knocked to the floor to get a foul call.
Malone shifts it to Rulin. Takes it back, and on the turnover, here come the men in green. Rulin assessed a personal, and that time, he can't believe it.
There's the last play where McHale said he was fouled. I think he was definitely fouled on the arm because he missed the whole basket with the shot. And he had a legitimate gripe that time. In his last shot, you could see substitution.
Parrish has only 4 points along with his 14 rebounds. He is 2 for 14 from the floor today, but the Celtics have climbed back into this game because the Bullets' last field goal was at 9:06, and now we're down to 6:56, and it's a 6-point Bullet lead. And the Celtics are ready for the stretch. Ballard. Rulin.
Frankie Johnson's back in the game. He had a great third period. They have him in the game to control the ball coming down the stretch, so they got him with 4 fouls.
Update on that one, an 11-point Seattle lead. Dennis Johnson tied up.
Boston tried to take advantage of the matchup of Frankie Johnson against Dennis Johnson, which is about 5 inches. And Frankie Johnson held him to a held ball. Frankie's trying to get Sobers to go in to take the jump. And if he does, he did a good job, but you can't fool the official. Here comes Frankie. Good move. Good try, Frankie. Didn't work.
Ruling. Here's Frankie. Ballard into Mahorn. Turns on Bird. McHale. Triple teamed and fouled. Ballard came around the corner, and that's his 3rd personal. He was down there with Mahorn.
Also puts the Bullets in the penalty, Brent, so it will be 2 shots for McHale.
In case you joined us late and perhaps you're wondering why isn't Danny Ainge playing, he has been unable to play in the series so far because of an injured ankle. And KC told us that he would not play in this game. However, in the next series, he fully expects him to be ready. But this one could be far from over. Danny watching from the Celtic bench. Inside to Ruland, who now has 27 points. Jumps it to ML. Ruland rebound, but a loose ball foul call.
Push on Ruland. Ruland pushed Paris off. You haven't seen the play. And it's getting extremely physical inside, but Washington has played great basketball the second half. And Boston's very fortunate that they're only down at 10 at this time.
7 for Parrish. Mahorn moves it to Johnson. Into Ruland. And the mighty man for the Bullets with 29 points. He has dominated the game offensively for Washington. Parrish double team. Forces one and it goes in. Cross to Ballard. Fakes 2 out. Misfire. Loose. Sent back to Sobers. 3-pointer. Parrish. Big trip if Boston's going to come all the way back. Bird with an important hoop. It's 94-88.
It seems like the physicalness of the game has got to Parrish a little bit. Let's see if they go down and roll.
Frank gets inside of Dennis and dished, and Bird got a hand on it and blocked it, and here come the Celtics again. Bird wants the ball. DJ with the shot. You cannot say enough about what Larry Bird has just done at both ends. He had the block that triggered that play offensively. Now it's 4, loose, and ML Carr goes back down in there battling with Sobers, and there's a foul called. It's 2 on ML. Here's Sobers. Wynn and the Celtics would get a breather. They'd get to rest during the week. They wait for the Knicks in Detroit. Solve their problems. Ruland is banged by Dennis Johnson, who came charging in, and that's DJ's second foul. Sobers sends it back to Frank Johnson. Inside to Ruland. McHale. Here's Bird. Celtics can move to within 2. This is the closest they've been since early in the third quarter. Parrish missed, and Frank Johnson comes down with the rebound. About 4 minutes to go in that game, and Seattle with a 10-point lead. Sobers chips Ballard wide open. 2:45 and a 6-point bullet advantage, and 13 for Ballard, 11 in the second half. McHale was fouled by Mahorn. That's his 4th personal. Timeout is called.
Penalty situation in the fourth quarter.
It's a 5-point bullet lead. 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Shot clock is down, and the steal by Carr. Through the foul, a chance for a three-pointer. 5 fouls on Ricky Sobers. And M.L. Carr, off the Celtic bench, has led this team back.
M.L. Carr comes up with the steal. Now Sobers is going to try to... It's not a good foul. Either you wipe him out like he did last time, don't get a cheap foul and give him the basket, and enable him to cut it to 2 points. But M.L. Carr can really come up with some terrific steals in the game to pitch it back in the game. As Casey made a terrific substitution.
He has 7 points and 3 steals, all in this fourth quarter. His first playoff appearance in 3 games. Sobers goes over to the Celtics. And the key swing matchup has been M.L. Carr doing everything right and Sobers doing quite a bit wrong. Bird comes out as Celtics look for the tie. Now he takes Ballard inside. Carr, short, bullets fall.
That was not the shot that Celtics were looking for. A long jumper by Carr. He's claimed he was fouled, but that was not a good shot.
Ruland. McHale was muscling against Mahorn.
Loose foul against Mahorn. McHale goes to the foul line right now with a chance to tie this game up. Ruland had the shot he wanted. He missed it. McHale got a chance for 2 foul shots to tie this game up. Boston's made some run down the stretch here. Again, they're such a good basketball team. When not playing well, they can still hang in there.
I think also, Kevin, that certain teams in every sport, they know how to handle the critical moments. They never lose their poise completely.
They've shown it today. They had a chance to get out of this game by 20. And now Greenshoe's going to call timeout. Washington Negro.
The Celtics have come storming from behind. Now tied at 96, and here comes the last minute 20. Mahorn back to Frank Johnson. Frank comes inside, goes to Ruland. Blocked. Picked up Ballard. And a whistle.
The foul. Ballard will go to the foul line for 2 shots. He's an excellent foul shooter. Great block by Parrish, but Ballard got the rejection, took it to the basket, and got fouled. ML Carr's talking to him now, telling him how to miss these shots.
You'll see ML right there. He's very confident that Ballard is a mild-mannered young man as he is.
He's a good foul shooter.
And he didn't disrupt him at all.
No, he's good under pressure on the foul line. Bird for Carr.
15 points for Ballard. Just 2 in the first half of this game. Now the Celtics try to tie it. Back to DJ. They wanted him to shoot it, and he obliged. Came back down with a rebound and was tied up. Jump ball. The Bullet defense backed off and invited Dennis to shoot it, and he did, and he was short.
KC has inserted Bird at guard, and there's a mismatch with Sobers having to play Bird. They double-team Bird. You couldn't get a better shot than DJ got Dennis Johnson. He missed his shot. Now we have a jump ball with Mahorn and Dennis Johnson. Mahorn should control the tap, but you've seen a lot of strange things happen on tap. Mahorn should tap the ball between Sobers and Ballard. That's the 2 people he has, and Sobers has to keep Maxwell from sneaking in. There's the Sobers. Good tap by Mahorn. Good play. Now you have to hold the ball and try to use much of the clock, almost all the clock, before you get a shot. There's 37 seconds left. Give it to Rulin. Turns it over.
Turnover. Celtics can tie it.
Need a timeout, the Celtics right now.
Here's Parrish for the tie.
Very good play.
And of course, Rulin has been the mighty man all game with 29 points, but they may seal him off inside. Ballard gives it to Mahorn. And Ricky Sobers comes back to handle the ball. Carr awaits him. Rulin comes in, and Parrish tries to deny him the ball if he can. They go to Rulin. Here comes Jeff operating. Double team. Comes up. Hammered down. No whistle. Now that is the end of regulation.
There's a lot of contact.
Parrish, Maxwell, and Dennis Johnson. McHale controls, and immediately Bird is knocked to the floor again. Gets back up.
Bird still playing guard. There's a mismatch with Bird against Sobers. What a big lineup Boston has in the game. I've never seen a bigger lineup in basketball than this.
Here's Bird with Sobers on him. Short. Dennis Johnson to the rebound.
This is the biggest lineup you could possibly have on the floor. Parrish, McHale, Maxwell, Bird, and Dennis Johnson, the smallest man, 6'6". And that showed what would happen on the offensive boards. Dennis Johnson snuck in for the rebound.
Ballard dishes Rulin. 31 points for Jeff Rulin. Parrish hands the ball to Dennis. And Seattle takes an advantage on Dallas with that 10-point win. Here's Bird. Squeezes the trigger. Another trip to the floor. No foul.
He's been on the floor an awful lot today.
Sobers. Offense is the call. As Maxwell.
That's very good defense by Cornbread Maxwell to be isolated on the floor, one-on-one with a guard, and he's able to contain him to cause an offensive foul.
Sobers fouls out of the game, and Gerald Henderson has checked in. Sobers leaves with 10 points and 11 assists. And for the Bullets, Charles Davis, number 23, comes in.
Gene Shue's going to change that substitution. Davis came in because he felt he was going to have to play against Bird. But now Boston's gone against, they brought in Henderson. And Davis will have to play against a guard. So there's a little bit of a mismatch on the floor right now.
Davis is matched against Dennis Johnson for this trip. Maxwell. And with 3:19 to go in overtime, the Celtics lead it.
Looks like they're trying to isolate Davis, but I think they'll put in Rowland.
They get it to Ballard, and as he turned, he was fouled. Dennis Johnson.
That time, Washington was a little confused in the execution, mainly because that Davis is at the guard spot and he's not familiar with that position. So they probably wouldn't have executed as well offensively with him at the guard spot. But they need the size in the game to counteract Boston's big size.
Point, Celtic lead. Anderson. Bird popping out. Ballard right there with him. Rowland to help out, and here's Henderson. Quickly to Larry. So 27 points for Bird. He just continues to move so well without the ball, even though he gets tied up. 3-point Celtic lead. Frankie Johnson with Henderson on him. Ballard fouled, and he'll come to the line.
They've gone to isolating Ballard the last 2 times down the floor in a post, which is a little bit of an unusual play for Washington. Ballard usually plays the perimeter, but has been able to draw 2 consecutive fouls for foul shots. He has to make both of these to cut it to 1 point.
And again, the Washington Bullets have to win here this afternoon, or they will be eliminated in 3 straight. If they win, then Game 4 in the series will be back here on Tuesday night.
Jeff Malone's a good substitution because I think the team's more comfortable when they have 2 guards in the game. With Davis as a forward, a good player, but he was out of position.
So it's a 1-point Celtic lead with 2:08. Anderson maneuvers. Gets the ball to Maxwell. Comes up against the shorter Malone. Misses. Rowland takes it away from Bird. Bullets can gain the lead in overtime.
They'll go to Rowland down in deep now.
Back to Rowland. Gets in close, hammered away by Parrish. Frankie Johnson picked up the loose ball, and he drew the foul. And that is 5 fouls on Maxwell.
That's very key, but from now on, Boston will be in the penalty, and the Bullets do not have a foul yet. So they have actually 1 more foul they can give this quarter. That's very key. They haven't had a foul in overtime. After the 3rd foul in overtime, then you start shooting the penalty. So the Bullets have a foul to give right now. Watch that.
Davis being fronted by Dennis Johnson and pushed on. Johnson gives it to Mahorn. And the Bullets lead. Dennis Johnson. As he came into the basket, he drew the foul. He'll come to the line with a chance to tie it.
Right there shows that Dennis Johnson does not really have the confidence in his jump shot that you have to have when teams are being double teamed. He had a wide open jumper, decided to take it in against the Giants. He was tripped from behind, but he was very fortunate that he got a foul call in that.
At the 1 minute mark, tied in overtime.
They're trying to post up Davis in a mismatch against Dennis Johnson with a size factor.
And Dennis is battling away. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Mahorn with 3 seconds on the shot clock. And Rip Mahorn puts the Bullets up.
That's not the shot they want, but he made a great shot to come off a fadeaway basketball.
McHale, short. Parrish, offensive rebound, drew the foul. And grimaced when the ball didn't fall.
2 big foul shots coming up for Parrish. He's a pretty good foul shooter, but he's had a tough time today from the foul line. He's been a little short on a few occasions, but that's what the Celtics do so well. They missed the first shot. They have such great size on the floor now. They kill you in the offensive ball. He was short again. That's a big miss. They have to think about fouling now if he misses this foul shot right now.
Gerald Henderson checks in, and Larry Bird will lead.
There's only 22 seconds left in the game, so Washington could eat up the whole clock if Boston doesn't foul. They must foul right away.
Ballard straddles and gives to Rulin. Rulin is hit by Dennis Johnson, and he will come to the free throw line with 9 seconds to go.
13 seconds were wasted. They could have fouled right away. They were trying to foul him in the backcourt. They were not able to do it. But that's 13 seconds wasted. And now Boston will call timeout no matter if Rulin makes either shot. If he makes 1 or 2 or misses both, they should call timeout and set it up. They still have an opportunity at a 3-point play.
It's been this kind of an afternoon for Jeff Rulin. 31 points, 13 rebounds, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. And these perhaps the most important.
This is still a big shot right now without 3-point play rule. If he misses that, there's a lot of Boston players that can shoot it from out deep.
But now they'll need more than that.
Gives 4 or 5 seconds to score. They will take at least 4 or 5 to score.
Harry throws the ball out of bounds, and that'll do it.
That's the ball game right there. Good defense on Washington's part. All they have to do is hold the ball, and got a game Tuesday night. Great game. It was really a great game.
Here's Frank Johnson, McHale chasing him. Foul call with 2 seconds to go. In his own quiet way, that man right there, number 15 guard Frank Johnson, played a splendid game this afternoon.
Brent, I think in the third period when they opened this game up, he was a big factor. And when he got his 4th foul for Washington, they got in some trouble in this game. I thought that was a big factor when he had to sit on the bench for a long time.
We mentioned at the top of the show that we thought there was a touch of overconfidence inside the Celtic locker room. That will not be evident Tuesday night.
They'll be back Tuesday night. It's a great team. Just to come back after being 15 down and get in a position to win, you got to give an awful lot of credit for that.
3-pointer. And the Bullets have beaten the Celtics 111 to 108. And our Miller most valuable player of this game is Big Jeff Rulin. 33 points. 13 rebounds, 5 assists. 6 of those rebounds were at the offensive end. And Miller is Washington surviving here. 111-108.
Philadelphia in